Good morning. I don't know if you can tell, but I want to get back into bed. However, I have to go outside and do all of the farmer things that need to be done. One of the things that we need to get done this morning is we need to get the hot tunnel open. And listen at the cat, she's so upset. Need to get the hot tunnel open because we shut it down last night due to possible thunderstorms. We didn't know how high the wind was going to be. We did get rain, yay, so that's good. So I'm going to open up the hot tunnel, and I need to harvest the Roselle to do our Roselle Kombucha. So I need to do that, and I also want to go ahead and just harvest those seeds for the Roselle while we're out there too, because I noticed the other day that some of them look like they were ready to pop open. I don't want them self-seeding out there because there is ground cover and those seeds will just be really just wasted. So we're going to get those things done. So come on. The faster we get done, the faster we can get back in and get a nap. Chilly out here. Good morning, Coco. That's the neighbor's dog. She still doesn't like me. Oh. Yep. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's get this hot tunnel open. We'll keep checking as usual. Brian gets so disappointed when there's no eggs in the morning. Oop. I'm breaking into my own hot tunnel here. Yeah, it's unlocked. There we go. It's a lot more work when the weather is in between. Like when it's in between spring, in between the winter and spring, that transition is happening, and this fall to winter in our area. It's a lot of opening up the hot tunnel, closing the hot tunnel. It's a lot. It can be a lot. And so there's very few mornings usually in that transition stage where you can get away with sleeping in, because what's going to happen is the hot tunnel is going to heat up, and you're very possibly going to get some damaged crops. And it heats up really, really quickly. It doesn't have to be extremely hot outside. It just has to be sunny, and it starts trapping those heat waves, UV and all that jazz, and then next thing you know, you open the thing up and this wave of heat will hit you and like knock your glasses off. Like seriously, I kid you not. I've had it happen. Okay, let me get a camera set up so we can start harvesting. Alright. Oh. Set that there. Alright, so if you've been following our Roselle journey, then you know it has been a journey. So what we have here are these Roselle seed pods that are pretty dry. They seem like they're ready to go. And oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do, what we did first of all, is we peeled the calyxes off and we just used those, and then left the actual seed pod on, as you can see. And the idea behind that was we wanted to give the seed pods time to mature on the plant, kind of like close to what it would do in nature. What would happen is different animals and stuff would come along, or creatures and insects would eat this, or it would begin to decay and fall off, and then the seed pod would be left and it would sit until it was ready to release those seeds, or the wind would blow it down, blah 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 blah. So we left a bunch of those on that are this way, and I tried to use pods or calyxes that were fairly large, and stems that were really nice and healthy, because obviously that's the genetics that we want to reproduce next year in our garden. So I'm just going to snip these off and put them in this bowl. I swear, as soon as I get outside, the bugs start invading my clothes. There we go. We have a ground we have a ground cover mulch in here, so I don't want to leave these on because those would just fall onto that ground cover and they'd just be wasted. So this is gold to me. Now we have a bunch in the house already from the mini pounds the mini pounds of Roselle that we have already harvested this year. And I saw various ways of harvesting the seeds and saving them, and I wanted to know for myself. I know there's more. Oh, there's another one. I wanted to know for myself which technique was the best, and so why not experiment? You know, farmers are really scientists, because where's that one that fell? I do believe there's more on the other side, but I will harvest them as I come across them. I did this side first, so it's possible that that side over there is not even fully dried out like these are yet. I hope you're able to see that. If not, I'll show you close up later. All right, so the next thing I need to do is get things harvested for the Roselle Kombucha that we're doing. And so I see some pretty large calyxes in here that I can use, and so I'm gonna be working on that. Good sized one here. I don't know if it's focusing or not, but it's a really good sized one. Why do spiders like Roselle so much? It must be eating the bugs. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys. So, oh, it's a spider. Oh god. Oh god. That's woo, he's big. Okay, you can have Oh, you can have that. Can you, oh, but the, okay, I'm just gonna move on. Yep, moving on. He has a nerve to be on the Roselle with her. It's a her with her eggs. Okay, that did it for me. I'm done. I'm done. That spider. The spider is creepy, and yeah. But I know it doesn't bite, and that helps. But I don't like spiders. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the spider. I'm gonna show you. There she is. My goodness. Why are you staring at me like that, Mr. Fly? Like, why? Not gonna focus, okay. But yeah, let's see if I can actually. I know that spiders are good for the garden, so that is a large part of the reason why I don't, like, I just give them their space for the most part if I can. But if I can't, and it's a choice between me or her, then unfortunately, she's got to go. Yeah. All right, so I've got my Roselle harvest. I have several of those, well, three of those jars that are good for fermentation. The word starts with the G. I'm gonna have to Google how to say it. Who names this stuff, by the way? Oh yeah, look at that mustard. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so happy with it. This is the result of 2 plantings. I did one like straight row. Then I decided, since I was having to overhead water anyway, why not just, like, you know, plant in a band. And so that's what I've done here. And I really like the way it's coming out. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and water in here. And after I get done watering in here, we will water. Oh, it rained. Haha. So I don't have to water out there. So that, oh, my morning's going to move a little bit faster. I'm so excited about that. So no watering needed outside, just in here in the high tunnel today. So let's get that done, and then we'll get on in and we'll get started on our kombucha. Okay, so I have washed up the Roselle, peeled and washed it, and I have everything that I think I'm going to need. To get this process underway. You have the world. Okay, so let's try that again. Don't know what happened there, but anyway, have the washed and peeled Roselle and everything that I think we're going to need in order to get this project done. So we have our bottle here. I believe this is a 24-ounce bottle, and this is where we're going to be doing our second ferment. And this is the bottle that we're going to be using. I will put the name of the type of bottle there, but basically it's an airtight bottle. Okay. I'm going to... What? At this point, I'm sleepy. I've been attacked by one spider web, one spider, and my gimbal has flipped out twice. Guys, I must really love you because I kept trying to do this video, and we will eventually get through this. I am going to use our blender to make a puree with our Roselle. Got the blender here. I'm just going to put this in. I thought about doing ginger as well, and I probably will in the next batch. Today, I just want to get finished. I want to get this done, and since we have plenty of Roselle to go around, I'm not going to worry too much about doing more later. Alright, so Roselle calyxes don't have a lot of like juice in them for this blender to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of the kombucha here in our blend with the calyxes to try to get us a nice puree. Okay, so we're gonna blend this up good. What is it, Ty? It's okay. What is it? Huh?
I said it feels good to run again.
Ty's running. Okay.
You almost gave Sweet Pea a heart attack.
Oh, Sweet Pea. Oh, it's probably the first time she's heard the blender.
Multiple directions, like, where do I go?
Oh, Sweet Pea, I'm sorry. That's the bunny. It's probably her first time here in the blender because I haven't used it much. Now what I'm going to do, I want to taste this and just see what it tastes like. Wow, that is super tart.
You put sugar in it?
Not yet, but I'm about to. So this is going to be a second fermentation. Sugar is still going to be needed in order for that process to take place, and we'll just do three teaspoons. That was a teaspoon measure. In order for us to get the most carbonation, we need there to be plenty of sugar for the yeast to continue to break down. So need to add that sugar back in there. Okay. Let's give it a taste now. Yeah, that's better. I don't want it like too sweet as far as the drink is concerned, but I also don't want it super tart either. And Roselle is one of those that's tart. And between that and the tartness already brewing in the kombucha, could be overpowering if we're not careful. Alright, so let's get our spooch in here, our puree, in through our little funnel. And I'm probably going to pour the kombucha in here to rinse out all that goodness from our blender. It got quite foamy. Probably should not have added as much kombucha as I did to the blender. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't make my mistakes. Alright, so I'm just going to get some more here and kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of rotating my carafe here, blender carafe, just to get all of that off the edges. Okay. I gotta admit, I do have some nervousness about sealing this thing up. and leaving it on the counter. Like, is it going to explode on me? So I'm looking at how much kombucha we have left, and this may be the only one I'm able to do as far as a full batch out of here. So I may have to wait to do more out of that next batch that's brewing JP. You need to get your touch. You can go ahead. It's done.
Oh, wait, no, you just want to show you something.
Oh. So Ty has a YouTube channel, and I have a YouTube channel, and we both have come to appreciate the benefits of like evening light. And so oftentimes we'll both be running outside to record video at the same time, and we still some kind of way get in each other's way. It's hilarious. Got some of the SCOBY in there. Okay, I think I better. Well, can you toss that in there? See, this is. You see how it's so much foam. It's hard to know. I'm gonna stop. I'll just drink that. Okay, so that is done. Some say burp, some say don't. I just feel like I do need to kind of mix that a little bit. It is beautiful though. Wow. That is gorgeous. If on my next video my ceiling is red, you'll know that you'll know what happened. I promise you it's white at the moment. But that is gorgeous. And we're going to let this go for 3 days. My intention at this point in time is not to burp. Yeah, can you tell? I'm nervous, super nervous. But stay tuned. And in this same video, 3 days later, we'll do a taste test, unless there's some crazy event. Praying that there's not. Stay tuned. I really feel like trying this is the equivalent of burping it, because I'm gonna have to open it to try it. But I don't want to go the full 3 days, because what if 3 days is too much for me? So we're gonna try it now. I should have recorded opening it, but there was a nice release like you get when you open a soda, so I was expecting it to be more fizzy than what it is. I did pour through a strainer because of our pulp floating to the top, but it's got a great flavor. I feel like it's gonna need a full 3 days, so we're gonna close it back up, and I'm not gonna open it again, but I am gonna let Terry taste. Okay, so it has been a little over 36 hours. It's been like 40. And although I have not opened this since our last recording, I'm looking and I'm seeing some type of carbonation happening here. I'm hoping that's carbonation. So these we like to have our kombucha cold. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for a few hours and let it get cold, and then we'll have our taste testing. Okay, so we are ready to do our taste testing. It's nice and chilled, and I'm going to bring you in close to hopefully get a sound of the kombucha carbon release.
many of those. But
For real?
I'll try. Oh Lord, look at that.
Okay. She said, oh, no.
I'm glad it spouted straight up. I'm glad nothing was like up here.
I know. Well, I think we got some carbonation in the very least.
It came off easy. It was ready to come off. Should put some ice in there to see if it fizzed up. Goodness. Okay. Soda. It's like soda, organic soda. Nah.
For real? Ty, seriously?
That is so cool.
Ah, is it carbonated?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, it's so good.
That is really cool.
Does it taste good?
It tastes good.
She's still holding her nose.
The sugar is like at the bottom. It's kind of selling like each sip's like got a little bit of sugar in it. And it's like back and forth.
Okay, so you want more sweetness.
But I mean, it's good. Like I can drink it just like that. But I'm just when I think about soda, I think about soda. So like the artificial stuff is probably a problem. But
Yes, you're right.
I'm gonna take this.
Yeah. All right, Terry, your turn.
It gives me. Wait. Are you done?
You want me to keep recording, or you want me to stop?
Yeah, I was gonna say something. It gives me. Reason why I'm holding my nose is because usually if you smell something that kind of taints what you expecting it to taste like, right? So I'm holding my nose because it smells like vinegar, but I'm trying to just imagine it tastes like soda.
You're trying to trick yourself.
I'm trying to trick myself, but it tastes good though. It does taste good.
I can't wait to try it. Wow. Oh my goodness. I did that. I did that. Oh, wow. That is so good. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Terry sampled the kombucha off camera, but said it's definitely better than any of the kombucha he's purchased from the store. That is definitely reassuring, and this means that this is something we're going to continue to do. Stay tuned.